This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Monday, December 26, 2016. The title of this rant is "A Trade War is Looming. Beware of the Smokescreen." Now, parts of this are from Dr. Paul Krugman's article in the New York Times on the same day, but Mr. Minority has made a big thing that with the help of Putin, with the help of Comey, and with the help of white working class or whites without college, that he got elected, and that he won on the promise that he was going to bring American manufacturing jobs back to the United States. And he also won on the promise that he would protect Social Security and he would protect Medicare, because he said those things. And of course, in both instances, those people, especially those white working classes, they will have a very, very rude awakening, because that's not the direction that he's going in. Now, one of the things that Trump had talked about quite a bit is that he was a great deal maker. I should have said, Mr. Minority, that he is a great deal maker, and he will get rid of all these bad deals and negotiate much better deals. And that he will talk about unfair trade. That was a signatory thing about unfair trade. And he could make that better deal. And as president, he will have that opportunity, because when it comes to tariffs, he has a lot of leeway with executive action. At the same time, he will have a very complicit and spineless Congress willing to go along with him. Now, what will this do? It will show those white working classes that he is tough, that he will stand up to China and all of those other countries. And he also has with him mostly white advisors who are all very much in that conspiratorial theory that the United States is the exceptional country and that we can do all this because we are so strong. Well, when it comes to trade, yes, we're strong, but we're not as strong as they would like us to believe that we are. So this show of strength about an exceptional country, it sounds good to the people, but let's take a step back. Let's go at least to look at China. Well, if we slap some tariffs on China, Mr. Minority does that, then China has some of their own tricks up their sleeves. So let's just say that we know that the United States exports a lot of agricultural goods to China. Boeing also has a lot of nice deals with China because they're big. And guess what? Suppose China starts slapping tariffs on agricultural goods exported from the United States to China. Well, most of those agricultural goods are coming from the heavily red states where there are red senators and red GOP senators and GOP congresspeople. What are they going to say to Mr. Minority when those things get slapped on? And of course, Boeing is not happy about all of that. And of course, if you look at Walmart, they get a lot of their imports. They're mostly an importing country, so tariffs would be slapped on them. It would affect their profit, and they are not happy about it. And let's just bring in one more example. The greatest amount of sales for Apple comes from, guess, China. So Apple is not happy if there's going to be a trade war looming, especially if China decides to retaliate against Boeing, agricultural products, and Apple. Yeah, that's all what's going on. So all of this and a lot of this chest pumping, and it is a smokescreen, because at the same time, Mr. Minority wants to cut Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. He wants to cut out the Affordable Care Act or Obamacare. And he also wants to cut out worker protections. So we also know that, in a 4-year time frame, very, very few manufacturing jobs would come back. Only with probably, just like the carrier deal, a lot of government subsidies to make that happen. So, and of course, with the Affordable Care Act, it might not be, that will be a smokescreen, because they might just, rescind it very, very soon, right after the inauguration. Keep all the policies in play for several years, and then say they're going to change it down the line, and then either not change anything down the line, or just bring in a couple things here and there to break it down, so that in the essence, everything is taken away. Again, this is a smokescreen. This is to show that America is strong, that Trump, Mr. Minority, is the white leader of the world, so to speak. We cannot be fooled, because the shakeup that they're talking about with him and his advisors, who are mostly white, who believe a lot of conspiratorial theories and believe the American exceptionalism when we're really not as strong in terms of trading as they would like to think we are, that this shakeup is basically going to be harmful to the most vulnerable, to the poor, to the elderly, and to people of color. So let's not be fooled.